Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visitor sideline, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. Her squad fired up and ready to get after it. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Here's Chris Boswell to get things started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
You look at this Bears defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
He said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Araiza now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
Let's go.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Vikings set to go on offense. There's a look at their offensive coordinator, Wes Phillips. These guys trail here in this first half, and now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Achane gets it from the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Adam Rising now on to punt this one away. Yards, the tally on the return there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Daniel's going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 32-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To the air goes Daniels. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for our Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
Awesome.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Daniels. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that to 7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets him right back up to that level.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's the second-year man out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Now here's Mahomes. And
Yes.
the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Cody Burton there with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. His man
Oh, my
complete.
God.
It's Ferguson. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Daniels. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Halftime coming up. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Brought down by Upton Snow. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Don't let anyone tell you that this running back is old. He's just experienced, and he looked just as good as ever over the past couple of weeks. He tallied over 100 yards last week, and he's followed it up with another 100-yard performance here. Most running backs start to lose a step at his age, but not this guy.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2 runs in a
Yeah.
We're supposed to be teamwork.
yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Yes.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
At the 8-yard line.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. That is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Thank you.
His throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Slot man moves right. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Up the middle, Achane. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Mahomes. Lane making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 38-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. That's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And it's 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
A gain of 2.
This is 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Cause I like Steve-O.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Jesus.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Daniels. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try to pick it up himself.
Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Mahomes now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Vikings.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. Haronde Gadsden. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
29-yard line.
That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Left side, he finds his tight end, Gadsden. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
For the two-point conversion.
Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Pushing his way through.
That's good.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Chicago.